Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about pain that creates strong man. In today's age, we deal with a lot. We deal with a lot as man. And we need a break sometimes. Sometimes we come home from work exhausted. We feel tired. We feel like we just feel like there's always something we gotta do. If it some men have wives, others have girlfriends, others are single, but at the end of the day, we are all men, and it's good to let things out sometimes. Sometimes we don't have someone to let things out. It's not easy for us. Sometimes we feel like we might get judged, and to be honest, to be frank, yes, sometimes people will judge you. And that's why I created this channel, that you come on board and we could talk. We could talk and we can learn from one another. But, in pain, create strong man over time. I'm talking about like events that have happened in your life. If it's good or if it's good or bad. The bad events, you learn so much. And that's what I want to talk about. Sometimes when those things happen, you either take the right direction or the wrong direction. And we make a choice. We make a choice to do right or do wrong. And that's what choice that God gave us. And we know in our heart if we're making the right choice. And, when you make the good choices in life, to endure those pains, those events, whatever it might be. If you could think of something in your mind, whatever it might be, when you endure those events over and over and over time, and you're doing the right thing, and it creates something in your mind where like things happen and it doesn't affect you as much. It creates a resilience. That's what studies show in man. And it's life happens, it's life events, something we can't control. But when something else hits us, then we know how to come about it, and because we've already experienced that, our mind is used to it. If you were to take the wrong way, and you take it on alcohol, you take it on drugs, or you take it on sex, or you take it on anything that has addiction. There's so many things that have addiction. Or you do wrong. It does have an effect on our brain and our life, and it makes us the worst person to be. And that's where the anger comes in. That's where anger comes in. That's where a lot of our traits come in over time, and it shapes who we are. And some of us have anger issues, and we take it out on our loved ones. We take it out on people, and we forget how to treat people right. Others could be addiction, like drugs. We get used to it, and you need to take the next heroin hit, or marijuana, or you become homeless out on the street, and that's why it's important to talk about these things, to come together, that we can, to talk about it. And because we're meant to be tough. We are made different from women. We are meant to be tough. We're meant to have that thick skin. And it's okay to let the feelings out sometimes. If you have a good wife, and you can let your feelings out and with no issue, you are blessed. If you don't have that, maybe to call a therapist, and it's okay, depending on you as a person, and only you can answer that as a man. And if you go that route to that therapist route, it's gonna help you. It's gonna benefit you. It's gonna make you better. It's gonna make you be a better dad, a better brother, a better uncle, a better, you just, and it's gonna make you think different, and you're venting out to someone that has experience, that has to give you advice, life advice, and you can learn from that. You can actually learn to learn about yourself more, and realize that, hey, maybe I should stop yelling. I should stop getting mad, because all it's really doing in your life, those bad habits that we pick up as men, and it's just destroying us. It's making us depressed. It's making us lonely. When you have good brothers by your side, and you have that one-on-one relationship with one another, it feels good. And like my other video I've talked about, it feels good. It feels, you're less depressed, because God gave us not for us not to be alone. Like, God gave us a wife, but God also had fellowship with his brothers in Christ. And going back to the story, Job dealt with a lot. He dealt with his son died. He dealt with a prosecution from his friends, question him, why are you serving God, and his wife going against him. And this guy was blessed, and he endured a lot of pain. But what made Job different? Job had faith in God. Job loved God. Job believed in God. And for that alone, having faith, having spiritual faith, it does something to the man. It feels good. You don't feel as empty. You don't need the drugs. You don't need the alcohol. You don't need none of that. You're satisfied, because God made us in our own image. So that's why a lot of people, even celebrities, they're not happy with all this money that they have. They're empty. They feel empty because they experienced everything. They had those endorphins that buying large cars, large houses, all the things that we wish we could do, and they've done it all. And there's some of them aren't happy, So it's good to work on yourself. It's good to those events that happens in your life. It's good to go through them. I mean, you have no choice but to go through them, but you do have a choice to pick what you want to do. You want to go to the right direction, or would you rather give up on life and maybe start having a drinking problem, or maybe having a drug or addiction problem? I mean, it's our choice. I mean, but on this channel, we're talking about real stuff, real things, how we can help, how we can learn from one another. And I am grateful for you guys to come and spend that time and to talk about this. And if you have any addiction that you have, subscribe to my channel. Comment below. Share your stories. Maybe you can help someone that's watching this video. All right. God bless. I'll see you in the next one.